Welcome to Chanakya Educational Hub, where your journey towards knowledge and success begins.
My name is Venkat Ikkurthy, and for last almost 30 years, I'm in US. I work with most of my work is with the pharma and biotechnology companies. So, these pharma and biotechnology companies mostly like clinical trials and drug development area. So that is my expertise. Basically, I am a statistician. My research degree and my master's with statistics. I learned my own because you are a pharmacy and statistics students. You need to learn your own for sure. Okay, now we are going to start this 6 months programming. Lot of times, I'm giving like at least 15 to 20 minutes. This is a question and answer session. In this question and answer session, you can type all your questions, whatever the questions in a chat window, or you can send it to our WhatsApp numbers. I'm very positive. I'm going to clarify all of your doubts. First thing is, okay. Now we want to go with like this. When you see this slide, our approach is very, very simple. Another meaning of real happiness is quality education. So we want to convert the education into quality education. We are the winners in Medidata Next in New York. Almost more than 10,000 people is joined there. Of course, our team is won that whole competition there. So this is, and the next one is when you see this one, this is our office. Lot of times, people think about, hey, this is online sessions. These people are there or not. No, this is the heart of the Guntur. This is my office. Okay, it's quite opposite. If you see like a Chanakya Educational Hub, Counting is a complex opposite Vajram Hotel, Bradipeta, Guntur. Of course, we have offices in US also. We are moving towards something like this, And the next is when you see this one is the success and excuses do not talk together. If you want to if you want to give excuses, you never get a success. Forget your success. If you want to get a success, don't give any excuses. That's the reason I'm telling you 6:30 means 6:30. And always remember this word, education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. Similarly, triangle of success we will discuss because this program intention is I want to convert this student into corporate citizen. Student into corporate citizen. Suppose by birth I am an Indian citizen. After some time, I took American citizenship. Then I can change my citizenship. But whereas once you are a corporate citizen, by end of your life you are a corporate citizen. Corporate. So corporate has a lot of values, lot of ethics. You must understand because there is a huge gap between industry and education. Our sessions, we want to reduce a gap between industry and education. That is the more important concept in these sessions. Of course, I work with some companies here. This is my business card. Always when you see this approach, when you see this one is importance of change with the time. See why I'm using this word is like we need to change with the time. If not, what happens? When you see this one is like in 1998, 170,000 employees worked at Kodak, and they sold 85% of the world photo paper. In few years, digital photography drove them out of the market. Kodak went to bankruptcy, and all his employees went on road. For example, HMT watch, Bajaj Chetak scooter, Dynora, Murphy radio, Nokia, Rajdoot, Ambassador. These are all excellent products. Where they are right now, they are all in museums. Because why? Why? Because they are best products. Why? They are not lacking of quality. Yet they are far from the market. The reason is they have not changed with the time. We need to change with the time. Otherwise, we are also in the museums. So that's the reason we need to change means we want to upgrade our skills, upgrade our skills. According to like artificial intelligence or even machine learning, after COVID, in the next 10 years, the world will completely change. 70 to 90% of the industries running today will close. 100% are going to close. We need to change. We want to upgrade our skills. So long ago, people are using this. Now we are using this. Now world is changing so fast. Keep your eyes and ears open. Otherwise, you will fall behind. Be prepared to change it over the time. Okay. Now we go back to here. A person must change his business and temperament over the time to time upgrade and upgrade. I don't know how many of you wants to get a job. If you want to get a job, what is your skill set? What is your skill set? Having a degree certificate is not enough. You must have multiple skills. That is the reason I'm telling you, select right guru first. If you are at right guru, you never did anything wrong. If you are not at right guru, whatever you are doing is wrong. That is the importance in our Indian society also. After Matradeva Baba, next he comes under guru is even before God also. That is the importance. That is the reason I'm requesting, select right guru first. If you are at right guru, you never did anything wrong. If you are not at right guru, whatever you are doing is wrong. And one more thing is, if you have skill, nobody is going to stop you. If you don't have skill, nobody is going to help you also. So sharpen your skills, sharpen your knowledge. That is the more important part. Now, where we are, clinical research and drug development, that is evergreen area. A tremendous demand is there, particularly for this. So we are more focused on that side. So this is a little bit about me, and we are the winners here. Just now I mentioned this. Always see this one. 1 to the power of 365. That means 1 into 1 into 1 into 1 into 365 times is equal to 1. 1.01 to the power of 365 is 37.7. You are at college for 4 years, you are learning a single concept more every day, you are a master in that subject for sure. So doing nothing at all versus small consistent efforts. Small consistently you need to do this. That is the reason we put like a 6 months of training. 6 months of training means every day you need to learn the things. And that too, we want to put like a 3 hours, minimum 3 hours training. We are encouraging people to come to our office at Guntur, because Guntur, probably Bradipet is like a hub for education. Well, in our office, almost more than 30 girls hostels are there. Almost 100 boys hostels, just a walkable distance. Better you need to come and you need to work. Of course, sometimes people unable to come, probably they will go with the online also. But whereas results, yes, I'm very positive. You please calm down. That's what my intention is now. Going here, always see this picture. The first step is always the hardest, but it is only way that reach the second step. The first step is this much. There is no option. You need to go this time. 1,000-mile journey also begins with a single step. So that means always think about it. If you want to get a success, you need to do smart work. I don't want to do this one hard work. Smart work is required. That's one. See where we are. Chanakya Education Hub, education and workforce. Because we are helping people to get into corporate. People get into corporate. I mean, see, we are working on those things, career milestones, 0 to junior SAS programmer, 3 to 5 years, like statistical programmer, then after that, biostatistician or data science, etc., etc., all these things, this one. I told you like this one is trying now everybody think about like, oh, Trump is doing all these things, all Indians are in struggle, etc. First of all, you please understand Trump is not doing anything. Whatever the rules are there, he is going to impose the rules. Knowledge, you will get it from your college, like basics, theories, information, facts, figures, description, all these things. We people like you, like me, I am going to explain about goal setting, time management, some other skills. The most important is attitude. Self-motivation, confidence, integrity, honesty, optimism, enthusiasm, cooperation. Most important is commitment. That's the reason ask is very important. Ask, ASK. Ask, A represents attitude, S represents skills, K represents knowledge. So think about this direction. This is the whole clinical trial process, a subject to regulatory. If you understand this whole process, you will get a job. So what is subject? How we want to, what is the investigator? What is the laboratories? How to monitor the data? What is the data management is going to do? Statistician is much, clinician, and new drug application finally goes to regulatory. If you understand this high level approach, that is really, really helpful for you. So what exactly we want to do here? If we want to become like a statistical programmer, particularly in clinical research and pharmaceutical industries, you need to have a technical skills and analytical skills. The more important is domain specific knowledge. So for that case, We want to go with like this one. SAS and SQL must mandatory. Then R and Python is optional. But if you are a student, have some time, better you need to learn R and Python also. Because we are going to teach in our curriculum, we are going to teach SAS, primary, and SQL is because we are always working with the data. So that's the reason communication of data is with the SQL, structured query language. We are going to teach those two things, and we are going to teach basics of R and basics of Python also. Because in your resume, you need to mention that I know SAS, I know SQL, I know R, I know Python. Those three things, those four things is required. Yes, why I'm going to put it in red color is, yes, this is the CDISC standards, etc. SAS is widely used. Without SQL, we are not able to communicate. We are not able to communicate to databases. That is the reason SQL is required. Okay, strong statistical concepts. This session, I am not only one person. We are a team of people having at least like 15 to 20 years of industry experience, ample teaching experience. We are going to take these classes. Somebody is going to take like what is hypothesis, what is null hypothesis. Null hypothesis means the neutral or non-committal attitude of a statistician is nothing but null hypothesis. What is regression? What is survival analysis? What is clinical trial data? How to interpret the clinical trial data? How to validate the clinical trial data? Of course, a little bit knowledge about even epidemiology also, biostatistics. Those things is statistical and analytical skills is required. Then most important is domain knowledge. Understanding clinical trial phases, different phases of clinical trials, like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, etc., etc., etc. And knowledge like ICH guidelines, International Conference of Harmonization, GCP, Good Clinical Practice, FDA, Food and Drug Administration, European Association. Similarly for CDISC, Clinical Data Interchange Standards Consortium. All this domain knowledge is required. Domain, that's important. So you should have a programming knowledge, and you should have like, domain knowledge, then you are able to get the interviews. Of course, tools, Tableau or Excel, or even like, like GitHub is very important, version control systems, electronic data capture. We're always working with electronic data capture like Medidata, Rave, like, Viva, all these familiar. You must be familiar with these things. Then most important is this much: attention to detail. Corporates never talk second time. Never talk second time, corporates. So for example, just now I saw our people are going to mention, hey, you please join with your first name and last name. And you need to join. Somebody joined with the Zoom user. Somebody joined with name is Geo. Somebody joined with this. We want to train the people with corporate standards, corporate values. So that's more important. Is the precision is critical in clinical trial data. Problem solving. Everybody talks about problems, but we need to come up with solutions. That's more important. Communication. You need to communicate to biostatisticians. You need to communicate with data managers and regulatory people and investigators. I mean, doctors sometimes, and documentation. Writing clear, reproducible code and reports. This is important. This is very, very important. That's the reason, like, you need to go with like, if I'm going to come up with like this, you need to write a notes, and you need to go with that problem. You need to solve the problem. And once it is done, you need to communicate it. Simple example I am giving. I have two data sets. Two data sets. One data set contains dosage information. Other data set contains some adverse events. Something is happening, adverse events. What I am going to do is I am asking a simple question. Any adverse event is occurred on a dosing date or one day after a dosing date? That is my problem, that I want that information. Suppose you are taking a medicine today you got a headache, that is because of the tablet. Even tomorrow, okay. But if it is before or after 10 days, I am not going to consider that is an adverse event. That is the reason I am giving a condition. Any adverse event is occurred on a dosing date or one day after a dosing date, then you need to write a program. You need to write a program. Then you need to give the correct answers to me. So that means attention is very important. Solving the problems is important. Once you are solving the problem, you need to communication. Finally, you need to document it. Then only you are able to success there itself. See, when you see this importance of certifications, suppose, for example, you are studying your statistics degree or even some other pharmacy degree, what you are going to do? You are going to take it JNTU Kakinada or JNTU Anantapur, JNTU some X universities conducting the examination and they are issuing a certificate. Then only you are a registered pharmacist, pharmacy degree. Just learning is not enough. That is the reason I am encouraging people to take certifications, so base certification or even advanced certification. Once you have a certification, the chances of getting the interviews are very high. The chances of getting the interviews are very high. Once you got an interview and you know all these things, 100% you are able to get a job. Here, there is no unethical things. There is no unethical things. Very straightforward. You need to work hard. Then you need to get a certificate from SAS Institute. Then you need to apply. Apply. Of course, what we are going to do, I'm going to explain those things also. These are all the symbols. Base as certified and advanced certified symbol. Once your resume have the symbols, that resume is going to be picked. That is the advantage for having the certification. Certification is a powerful credential. You can elevate your career in data analytics, clinical research, and statistical programming. So why it is so much is in fact, first one is having the certification. See, when you see this, when a life is difficult and everything is turns bad, always remember that even a turtle can finish a race as long as he never gives up. Never gives up. So you are not able to find a job, don't give up. First of all, you need to get a certification. The certification is like importance, industry recognition. Your name is in their website, certified program of the list, career advancement, enhanced analytical skills, global opportunities. Everyone in the universe able to see, oh, you are certified. Digital badge and visibility. These are all the 5 important things. Everybody think about, I'm unable to find a job. The industry is looking for quality people. Quality means they are ready to take challenges. They are ready to learn new technologies. New technologies. So that type of approach is required. So always remember this. Success is 1% luck. Only 1% talent. Most important is 98% never giving up. The most important is 1% luck. Even you won't believe it. World #1 company like Amazon. Amazon is filed 12 years in losses. You won't believe it. This is a fact. 12 years they filed, the company is in losses. Then after that, because never giving up is the more important. You want to get a job? Yes, you need to work hard. You need to do smart work. I don't want to say work hard. You need to do smart work. So for that case, don't assume that, oh, I'm in this college, I don't have luck, I don't have too much talent. Don't worry about it. Never giving up is the secret for your success. Okay, we are working with data, converting massive amount of data into meaningful information by applying right statistical approach. That information helps management to take better decisions. So converting the massive amount of data into meaningful information, that meaningful information helps management to take better decisions. I want to prove that my drug is safe, my drug is effective, my drug is better compared to existing drugs in the market, all these things. So for that case, write statistics. Nowadays, you won't believe it. Without statistics, nobody is going to take a wise decision. Wise decision. Statistics, you see, data science. Data science. Without statistics, there is no data science. Without statistics, there is no artificial intelligence. So statistics is like, is emerging in every area. So pharma companies, even if you see the flights, we want to transport maximum number of people with minimum time. I want to improve the quality. For that case, I am applying a lot of statistics. First of all, I want to maintain the quality. Then after that, I want to improve the quality without affecting cost considerations. These are all the things, because I don't want to restrict. If you are learning this program, you are not at all restricted to only one pharma industry. You are open to other industries also. Particularly for pharmacy students, Probably clinical side is better because they know metabolism and toxicology, adverse events, all those things they know that. That is the advantage. If you are going to other like B.Tech students, B.Tech data science or artificial intelligence and machine learning, computer science student, having this statistics knowledge is open a new window for them. New window because data science. What is science means? The process of finding the truth. Remember this word, process of finding the truth is science. Data science, we need to identify the truth in a data. For that case, lot of statistics techniques is required. So better think about it. Okay, without statistics nobody is going to take a wise decision. Statistics plays a vital role to make a quick and better decisions. But see, if you want to become like a statistical programmer or if you want to become like a SAS programmer, you know what is the skills is required. Very simple. You need to know about these things. SAS different versions, base SAS, proc SQL, and SAS stat, access, assist, macros, connect, SAS graph. These are all required for sure. And then operating systems. Now everybody knows about like Windows operating system, but a lot of these big companies, they are using Unix. They are using other things. You must familiar with at least some commands, some basics. We are going to teach those things. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And also FTP, shell scripting, source and version control systems. It may be CVS, it may be PVCS, it may be GitHub. All those things we are going to teach. That's not a problem. Now database, SQL, Oracle, PLSQL. Those things is required. And others, what is others? Clinical data management systems like a ClinTrial, some other things. Now it is Viva or Rave is required. Electronic data captures and HTML and XML, markup languages, web screen. These are all also we are going to teach here. Now, those are all technical skills. Now we are talking about biopharma skills because you are domain knowledge. Biopharma, what we need to know? We need to know about bioprogramming functional skills. Unit testing and quality control, unit testing, analysis plan review, statistical analysis plan review, annotated CRF, case report form review. These things is very, very, very important because I am in industry for so many years. I have sample SAPs, I have sample CRF, I have all these things. So don't worry about it. You will find a real situations. That's the one thing is. Now standards, because we are dealing with human data. If a doctor is making a wrong diagnosis, patient may die. If a pharmacist is dispense a wrong medicine, same thing is going to be happen. A clinical trial analyst like me, if I made a wrong decision, thousands of people are going to be affected. So that is the reason we need to follow standards. Those standards is like a CDISC standards, clinical data interchange standards consortium, ADAM, SDTM, company project specific clinical trial standards. Every company has their own standards, We need to follow those standards. Very, very important. Learning SAS is only 10%. I'm using that word again. Learning SAS is only 10%. Remaining 90%, you need to get it all these things. That is the reason I put this 1 hour session. Continuously, I am talking. I want to throw this information because a lot of times people are asking a question. Sir, somebody is from Bangalore or some other, they are going to take only 1 hour session for 3 months or 6 months. They are charging this much of money. We are unable to find a job. See, only 1 hour every day. Is it possible? Is it possible? What they are going to teach in 1 hour? If you see, like, I have vast teaching experience. Every minute is valuable because if you are spending 1 hour time with me, 1 hour return of investment, what you are going to return? Spending 1 hour time with me, you are able to understand certain things. That is the way. At least 3 hours, a classes, convenient timings classes, need to join the classes. Then you are able to get some information. Definitely that will be helpful for getting into the corporate. Regulations and compliance, 21 CFR, Code of Federal Regulations, validation and software development life cycle. See, software development cycle, when you see this one, what is the first step is planning, second step is analysis, third step is decision, fourth one is implementation, third one is testing and integration, sixth one is the maintenance. Same thing, if you want to join this class, plan, Then after that, analyze. After that, design how the course is, join implementation, then testing and integration, all these things, maintenance. This is nothing but software development life cycle. We are working with software development life cycle in everywhere. So that is also very important. That's also we are going to teach. Don't worry about that part. See, create and review statistical programming plan, familiarity with interim lock, database lock, NDA, new drug application, investigational new drug. This is for FDA compliance, all these things. Then what is the roles? What are the opportunities? Clinical SAS programmer, he must familiar with the word CDISC. No exception, CDISC standards, and also regulated submissions. SAS analyst or data analyst across works with industries like banking, healthcare, retail, insurance companies everywhere, senior manager position, and embedded software engineer, something like this. These are all the roles for SAS programming positions. Industry, high demand in clinical trials, pharmaceutical analytics, regulatory reporting. SAS is also used in banking, insurance, and government sectors. I am using this word. 92% of top 50 Fortune 500 companies are using SAS customers. That one word is enough. 100% of pharma and biotechnologies, they are using SAS. This picture is coming from SAS website. SAS, we took the snippet from SAS website. It's a multi-billion, $3 billion annual sales. That is the big company. It started in year 1975, I think. Yeah, 1975. Now, SAS is the number one in analytics side. Analytics. So now, when you see this one, World Health Organization, how we are going to get a job? Lot of these statisticians or even pharmacists, when you see this one, see, these are all the studies. These are all across the globe. Almost like 500 studies are going on right now. Go to World Health Organization website, you will find all the information. When you see this one, United States of America has 186,497 studies. China has 135,000 this much. India has 74,000 something. Source is W Health Organization. Each study, at least a couple of statistics people. Each study, at least a couple of investigators. Each study, at least 10 to 15 programmers jobs are there. You know how many jobs are there itself? There are plenty of jobs are there. Unfortunately, we are unable to find a right person. The right person means if you want to go with the clinical trials, a person familiar with the pharmaceutical knowledge, familiar with the clinical trials, familiar with the regulatory, programming, statistics, good communication. So a pharmacy graduate probably have 4 skills, not 2 skills, And if you go to statistics person, probably he know 3 skills, not with other things. So universities or colleges are producing students not with 100% compliance with the universities. That is the reason our curriculum is going to fit. You are going to become like a 360 degrees to enter into corporate. There are so much of information like this disease condition. These are all different. COVID-19, these are all the studies. It goes through like this. Trials, number of trials and success, failure, something like this. Information is available at the World Health Organization website. Okay, like this. Adults, young adults, older adults. These are all the different data is there itself. You can get it all that information in their website. You will get it because a lot of times people have a question. Is it learning this one? Do I get a job? Everybody is thinking about first question, do I get a job? Yes, I am telling you. Worldwide, these are all the studies are going on right now. Now, when you see this one, BMS injects $100 million in new Hyderabad center. This is Times of India, Hyderabad 27, 2024. That is the paper cutting here. So when you read this one, they are investing $100 million in Hyderabad. They are recruiting left and right. So many people are there. See, Novartis has a significant presence in India. In 2008 or 9, I gave a training to all Novartis people in Hyderabad, well proven like this. Then Bayer Pharma is at the Hyderabad office. And Bristol Myers, just now I mentioned about Bristol Myers information. So these are all the companies, PPD, Peroxel, Quintel, Syneos, Icon, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citibank. All these companies, they are hiring statistical programmers. Similarly for biotechnology companies. Now, so this is what exactly I want to explain this situation. Then when you see this one, I'm going to mention one more thing is like we are working with a couple of UGC recognized universities. That university is going to offer a master's program in clinical research and drug development. Of course, more information. There are 4 semester courses, that foundation of clinical research, trial design and data management, and regulatory and ethical framework, and of course research and this much. SAS programming also there itself. If anybody wants to do this, this is open. You can call us. Definitely, we will help you to get the admission and everything. I am the primary contact or course director for this UGC approved sponsored universities. Okay, this is one thing I want to make it very clear. And of course, this is the link. You can use your phone and you can use with your feedback. Give your feedback. That will be really, really helpful for us. Sopna, can you please put like a feedback form in a chat window? That is really helpful. Now you can ask the questions. Now this is the time for. Now I told you I started 6:30. Now it is 7 o'clock. This is a one-to-one discussion. You can ask whatever the questions you have it. You can ask. I'm going to clarify all of those questions. Now the dais is yours. You can ask any questions. Please unmute it and you can ask me the question. Hello.
Okay, sir, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. I'm able to hear you.
Hello?
Rajesh, right? Rajesh. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Your Excellency, thank you so much for the presentation. And we are so glad that we are able to connect with you. But I work in a different domain, sir. Is this possible if I do this diploma or this course? Will it fetch any results in fetching a job or a good opportunity? Is it possible, sir? I work as an architect. I work in a procurement realm of business. I'm very curious with this course that you have introduced. It is phenomenal, and it's the trend, and it is the most important thing that we can do. So kindly elaborate on that, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem, Rajesh. Definitely we will help you on these things. Can you please, fill that feedback form, and definitely some of my office is going to provide you all that information. Absolutely, we will help you. That's not a problem. Yes.
Thank you.
No. Swapna, do you got any questions from WhatsApp? Make it fast.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. In WhatsApp, I got some questions, sir.
Go ahead. One after another.
Yes, sir. After completion of taking this internship training, are you provide any certificate about the course completion certificate?
Definitely, we are going to provide you a course completion certificate. Yeah, definitely we are going to provide it. That validity is not that much. That of course you can show something is better than nothing, I'm sure. But if we have a SAS certificate from SAS Institute, that is like a very powerful weapon. We are encouraging, hey, better to take the SAS examination from SAS Institute. So then your name is posted in a SAS website. That is really, really helpful. But your straight question, yes, we are going to provide you course completion certificate from our organization for sure. We are going to conduct the examination. In that examination also, minimum qualifying SAS examination, minimum qualifying how much, Swapna? I think it is 720.
725, sir.
725, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in our examination also, we want to put the 725 is the qualifying mark. So whatever the examination, we are going to provide it. If you got the 725 marks in that examination, we are going to provide you the course completion certificate. Yes.
Yeah. In a chat window, we got questions, sir. Hi, sir. May I know this is a paid internship? If so, how much, sir?
I think, yeah, Sucharitra P. See, Sucharitra, yes, this is a paid internship. It's not like, we are not going to do free training. That's first step is like, see, we are helping people to reduce a gap between industry and education. For this batch, those who are interested to join this session, we are giving like a whatever the features we have it, we are going to give like a 50% discount for this session. Tomorrow onwards, this session is going to be started. So that is the reason. For the fee and other information, please talk to us directly. You can fill your feedback form, and definitely immediately tomorrow morning, somebody from my office is going to make a phone call. Next question is like Sadvik, how can we get a certificate from SAS Authority? Yeah, that for that case, you need to go to Pearson View, and you can register, and you need to pay $180 as certification fees, and you need to take the certification examination. Then they are able to provide you certification from SAS Institute. Clear? Next. Hi, sir, there is no laptop facilities. Can we use any mobile app for coding? Mobile app for coding, frankly speaking, like, Devasri Divya Kola. You see, think about it, like, you are using mobile for coding is not possible, first of all. First of all, you must have a laptop, because this is a result-oriented approach. That means we are giving a task. You need to write a program. There is a documentation. 5 million pages of documentation is available there. Better to buy a laptop. That is the necessary nowadays. So if you don't have laptop, I don't want to buy a laptop, I am unable to help anything. You must have a laptop. I don't know which college and what is your educational background. I know that, but make sure that you must have a laptop. But for example, if you want to listen some music or listen some songs, listen something, probably mobile app is useful for your entertainment purpose. If you want to get your bread and butter from your job, you must have laptop for this case for sure. Next, hi sir, Jahnavi Konda. Pharma graduate, can I apply for this? Absolutely, you can apply for this, because this is a very good program for Pharma graduates, even pharmacy students, because we want to train them with the statistics. If we want to train them with the statistics, the programming side, absolutely, that will be really helpful for you. And one more question, what are the possibilities of 3 months internship for this SAS internship? See, like what's her name is Srimati P. Is there any possibility for 3 months internship for this SAS internship? See, suppose when you are going to the B.Tech graduate, B.Tech college, are you going to ask the university why we need to spend 4 years? We want to go with 2 years. They have their approach, they have their curriculum. Our curriculum is 6 months. In this 6 months, what we are going to teach? We are going to teach SAS. We are going to teach SQL. We are going to teach CDISC standards, GitHub, and the software development lifecycle, and also understanding SAP analysis plan, understanding like CRF. All these things is required. And also you need to do some project. That project, at least you need to understand protocol, all these things. 6 months is little bare minimum, provided you need to work hard. Then that's the reason 6 months. Suppose if you already in industry, you know something, then you want to get it only, I want to see this. For that case, we are going to customize our trainings for industry personnel, customize our trainings to industry personnel. That we can discuss in one-to-one meetings. Srimati, can you please call tomorrow sometime? Definitely, we will discuss those things. And next, Ganesh Mikala. I have 7 years experience in analytics field and currently work in IKEA, it's good company, a CRO. Yes. For last trip, I when working with a centralized monitor study analysis, currently involved in 8 studies. I am interested in SAS. My question is, after completion of SAS course, if I join a company on SAS related role, consider me as a fresher, or my prior experience is considered relevant. I think you are working with IQA. Probably you know, like whole thing is like a protocol process means draft protocol approved, count of non-disclosure, informed consent, lot of things you may familiar with those things. Definitely that experience is useful for you. You are not a fresher for sure. Otherwise, you can call me. Definitely, I can discuss with you in right direction. Next one is connect on your contact phone number. Swapna, can you please put my card or contact phone number? That should be good. Somebody asking, David asking me this one. You can put in a chat window with my India number as well as US number. You can put it, our office numbers also. That is really helpful for them. Is there any online platform to do this course? So online platform is do this course. If you go with like Udemy or Coursera, etc., online platforms, what is their success rate? Success, because just they are going to put a videos and how many are going to complete it. That is the reason somebody need to monitor it. Somebody need to monitor it means then it will be useful. Because in our session, more than 70 people are joined in this session. So in this session, what happened? Everybody wants to get a job. Everybody wants to get a job. So for that case, absolutely, some monitoring is required. Yes, that's the reason it is. And sir, may I know the timings for the day today's sessions? We are thinking about we need to start. This is not yet finalized. We are thinking about the session is 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock evening time every day, because somebody is working in office, then they can do this. I want to take these classes only 5 days, only 5 days. Now I'm thinking about previously I'm thinking about like Monday to Friday. People are working there itself is really tough for them. So 2 days working days and remaining days I want to do this. At least 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock is at present our target is for this. And somebody asked Sumant Sharma, any cost for this? I told you, this is not a free training. We are going to charge the money for this. If you are going to the college, you are going to pay the fees. You are going to pay the fees. Same thing like here also. You need to pay the fees and you need to work hard. You need to take the certification examination. Then you are able to get a certification. Then after that, you need to do the project. Then you need to apply to the corporate. That is the reason I'm telling you. If you have skills, nobody is going to stop you. If you don't have skill, nobody is going to help you. Better to sharpen your skills. Swapna, do you have any other questions?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Presently, I am pursuing M.Sc Statistics second year, first semester. So, am I eligible for joining this training? So, after completion of my this training, can I get the placement?
Yeah,
One person
MSc
asked.
Statistics, second semester or first semester, absolutely you can do this course. And I know most of the universities, they are going to take it as last semester, there is a project. They are going to collect the data, they want to analyze the data, something like that. Nowadays, everybody is using R or SPSS or etc. etc. Better you need to do the analysis with the SAS programming. Statistics with a statistics degree with the SAS programming is always advantage in the present market situation. Pharmacy students having with statistics knowledge and programming is excellent, because every industry looking for this. Yeah. Somebody is go with I'm currently in United Arab Emirates. Is any option can I attend this course? Absolutely, you can attend this course. I don't know your name. I think you mentioned Joe or something. Absolutely, you can attend this class. I told you like Indian timings, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. It is, I told you online classes. You can join this class. That's not a problem. I don't know what you are doing. What is your educational background? Sopana, you have any other questions? Oh, MSc Statistics. Oh, excellent. Yeah, definitely you can apply this one. Absolutely. That's good, because UAE is spending a lot of money on education now. They realize that education is only one thing is they want to develop nowadays. So you can start learning this one, definitely that should be advantage for you for sure. Any other questions, Sopna?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Is there any placements after completing this internship?
I don't want to give like the word is like the a clear rejection is better than fake promise. A clear rejection is better than fake promise. I'm going to make sure that industry is looking for these qualities. If we have these qualities, you will get a job. That's one thing is. If we don't have these qualities, how can you get a job? That's the one thing is. We are helping people to get a job. We are helping, I'm using that word again, you are helping to people to get a job. We are helping you to prepare your resume. We are helping you to provide all interview questions. We are conducting mock interviews. Everything we can do this. Suppose if you are not able to understand, you know what happened? I'm going to teach 100 times. Because getting job is influenced with a third person. You need to convince with your employer. That is the reason you should have a good communication skills, good subject, domain knowledge. All these things is required. That's the one thing. Somebody mentioned like what is Srimati P. Will you provide the recorded videos for these sessions? See, generally, of course, this is a demo session. That is the reason we are recording this session. Every time we are not going to do those things. But general classes, we are not going to do recording, first of all. Why we are not going to do these recordings is, if I am going to record the session, you are not seriously listening these subjects. That's the problem is. Because you need to learn. In front of me, I don't have anything. Just I thought nobody is here. But even though like I'm thinking like I have hundreds of people in front of me, that's what I'm going to explain all these things. So that means I told you like some exceptional cases we are recording the videos with valid reason, but generally we are not going to do this. First of all, okay, it's clear. And MD goes MSc statistics. Sir, in the ending of session you told MSc course, can you explain about it? Okay, that course is, we are closely working with a UGC approved, UGC recognized university. So that for that university, particularly for people with nowadays, I know like a lot of times the people wants to get, because here this is the course like a program. This contains, when you see semester 1, foundations of clinical research, like trial design and data management. Here see medical writing. Statistics people don't know medical writing. Statistics people, they don't know clinical data management. Even pharmacy people also, those people, both of you don't know about base programming. Here is advanced programming, something like this. So those things we customize the syllabus according to industry requirement. Once you got these things, it's a 2 years course, but I'm closely working with universities. So for each subject you will get 4 credits, maximum like 36 or 46 credits you will get a master's degree. And next week I have a meeting with this university people, then I can get more clarity about lot of things. The people wants to go with that, immediately you can send it, because this session has very limited seats, very limited seats. So that is the reason we are encouraging people with statistics background, or even pharmacy, B.Pharmacy, or M.Pharmacy, or pharmacy people, biotechnology, microbiology, those people, this is the ideal course for them to enter into clinical trials and drug development area. Somebody mentioned about like Amba Sheikh something. Sir, will you charge fee for the next class? We are charging the fees. I am telling you, we are charging the fees. This is not a free training session, first of all. Sir, we need offline course. Is it possible? Offline course means you need to come down to like, Guntur. Absolutely, we are encouraging people to come down here. We have a excellent infrastructure. If you want to come down to Guntur, we have like excellent, hostels are there itself. You can sit and you can learn. most of my students, like, they got a job with excellent salaries. One person is in Netherlands, other person is in somewhere else, Accenture, name it. Any company, our students are there. Because whole thing, I never did any unethical things. You need to work hard, then you are able to get a job. That is the bottom line. If you want to go to abroad, for example, abroad, America or other countries, yes, having with this knowledge is always advantage. Always advantage. Any other questions, Swapna? We have only 5 more minutes left. After that, I have
questions, sir.
another fact. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No questions, sir. Yeah,
No
that's good.
questions. Okay. Now, if we don't have any questions, then I'm going to conclude this session. Then after that, you can ask me like whatever questions, and you can fill this feedback form. And already Swapna sent that the feedback form link to all of you. Then you can start with so definitely we are going
Sir,
to
in
give a
chat
call.
window, we have a question, sir.
Go
I
ahead.
think
What's the question?
in offline timings, I think Sneha asked about the timings, sir. Offline timings.
Offline, generally, I told you, like, if you are not doing any job, it is a only full-time course. You can come down like morning 9 o'clock to evening 6 o'clock. You can make it. I am very, very, very positive you will get a job within 6 months, provided you need to follow my instructions. I'm using that because at present, I don't know your name also. I don't know your educational background also. Because when we want to take the people into our area, our classes, I want your educational background and also educational qualification, and your attitude is very, very important. Work hard smart work is required. All these things. Then only we are going to take you into our training sessions. Just simply without knowing all these things, I cannot say anything. But I'm very positive you are able to get a job. It is a full-time course. You are coming into Guntur. Absolutely, that should be good. Yeah. Hi, sir. Will you give a degree BCA group? What does it mean? Real me. Better you can change the right click and you can put your name. Then that should be good. Okay. BCA degree. Already, if you are doing BCA degree, Bachelor of Computer Applications, having with this type of certification, this knowledge is always advantage. Always advantage. And we are closely working with university. That university has MCA degree is there actually. So you can complete MCA degree also along with that. Next two sessions, we are going to explain that part. That's not a problem. I don't know what exactly your education background. You are talking about a bachelor's degree. My intention here is most of them, they completed their bachelor's degree. They wanted to do master's and they want to get a job. That is the reason it is. Clear?
Sir, I have another question, sir.
Go ahead.
After completion of this internship, if we get the placement, may I know the job role and as well as what is the minimum salary I'm going to get?
Job role is clinical SAS programmer, statistical programmer, data analyst. These are all the roles, different roles with the same job description. Same job description. That's one. Salary wise, if you are going with Accenture, probably it may be 9 lakhs or 10 lakhs. If you are going with TCS, for example, their salary is like a 3.6 or 4 lakhs. Depending upon the company, the salary is going to change. I'm very positive on average you will get like around 6 lakhs you are able to get average 6 lakhs you are able to get it within 2 to 3 years. You will definitely your salaries increases to more than 10 lakhs for sure. Again, I am telling you, don't waste your time because of this artificial and intelligence. Pharma and biotechnology companies are like evergreen companies because even though that comes up, some positions are gone, but we don't have any big issues. So better to take a decision as soon as possible. And you have any questions, we can schedule a meeting with your parents. The more important is parents are also on the line. That makes more appropriate. Then definitely that is the salary range you are able to get it. Any other questions?
Some person sent me a question about fee details, sir. I personally talked to them, sir. Yeah, that's it, sir.
Yeah,
Nothing.
who wants that fee details? Definitely, send your feedback form, and tomorrow somebody is from our office is going to make a phone call. For sure, make a phone call, and we need to start this session as soon as possible. That is the one thing. Okay. Now we don't have any questions, so we are on time, and we want to close this session and enjoy rest of the day. Thank you. Thanks for joining this session. Thanks very much.
Thank you, sir.
Subscribe our channel for more updates and interesting facts about quality education.